Then we're going to have our show with Osric. He's waiting. He's waiting. Okay. There he is. Give it up for Armina. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. So I don't know what I'm gonna talk about either, just like anybody else. But I do have a couple of things that's on my mind. Does anybody know how hard it is to be a parent?
Yes.
Anybody? So the last couple of weeks, my daughter, she just ends up talking a lot. She asks me so many questions over and over again to the point where I feel like I have to go back to school because I don't know what she be asking. I'm like, I really don't know, baby girl. She's like, what do you mean you don't know? And I get frustrated because I'm like, I bought you a tablet, you have a phone, you have Amazon little thing that talks back to you. Why you don't ask them questions? Like, I don't understand. They talk back. They skip all that and go straight to me and ask me questions, and I'd be like, oh damn, I'm really that dumb. And then it makes me mad because I have the other half of me that lives there too, their dad. And they will literally pass him up to ask me in the shower for some juice. I don't understand this concept. I don't understand it. It's like me just passing the church and going straight to Jesus and be like, Jesus, I need $1 million. I'm gonna be waiting for a long time. I'm just saying. Speaking of Jesus, I had the Mormons come to my house a couple days ago. Right? I love it. I was so excited. I opened the door and I said, hey, have you heard about the word? Have you heard about Jesus? Do you know Jesus? Do you know God? And I was like, you know what? I do know him. I talk to him every single day. That you do? I'm like, yes. I'm like, every single time I get in my car, I'm like, Lord Jesus, please let my car start up. Every time I go through the grocery line and I use my card, I'm like, oh, Lord Jesus, please don't let it say declined. Then every time I come home from work, I'm like, Lord Jesus, please let this kid be asleep or got a job or moved out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. God got my back except for the kids. He'd be like, sorry, they still here. I'm like, dang, man, they're still here. So my daughter keeps telling me she's about to be 9 years old. I'm like, Mom, I'm about to be 9. She'll be 9 in 2 months. So when a child tells you every year how old they're going to be when their birthday comes up, I feel like that's the time to tell them, hey, there's some job applications out there too. You ready for that? You're 1 year closer. My daughter doesn't like that. She said she's staying with me forever, which now I feel like I gotta go find me a therapist. It's horrible, it's horrible. I went to therapy. This is what started me here. Started me doing comedy. I went to my therapist. She kept saying, you need to boost up your confidence. Boost it up. You need to boost up your confidence. So I got mad. I said, would you boost up your confidence? F you, I'm going off. I went home, sat on my couch and watched Kevin Hart laugh at my pain. I said, you know what? I'm gonna laugh at my pain. I'm gonna get on stage and I'm gonna start laughing at my pain. And here I am, telling you guys about all the things I go through. This is a little thing for the guys. This is for all the men out there. We have enough men. I want to give this public announcement for us women. When we're having sex and you have a Charlie horse, just stop. You don't have to put us in different positions because you have a Charlie horse and you're trying to fuck it out, trying to push through it. We don't want you to push through it. We can stop. I can give you some water. We can stretch it out together, and then we can go back to it again. I'm getting old. My knees don't work the same way. It's not like back when I was, 20, 21, I was able to get up right then and there and be like, hey guys, I'm ready. No, it's not like that. You gotta call me an hour, maybe, no, actually not even an hour. You gotta call me a week in advance so I can stretch, drink my water, and all that stuff. It's not the same. So I just want to give that public announcement to the men out there. I don't know if any other women had that problem, but I'm my back leg still hurts. I'm just saying. So Miss Roslyn, I know she's about to leave. That's her name, right? Miss Ross? Mm-hmm. She's leaving. See you later. But she had said something about smoking marijuana. Woo! Right? It's my favorite thing too. But I'm from Washington State, where marijuana is legal up there. And that's a fun fact about Washington. Here's another interesting fact that probably a couple people know is Washington was the biggest suicide rate in the United States. We were up there killing ourselves, just killing ourselves. And when we became legalized, the suicide rate went down. And this is the reason why. Anytime you smoke a blunt and you walk into another room, usually by that time you forget. forgetting like 5 seconds. So then people were like, what am I going in here to do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill myself. I'll just do that tomorrow. I'll just smoke another blunt. I'll smoke another blunt. I'll just do it tomorrow. They forgot how to use the gun or to hang themselves. They just forgot. They're like, huh. I understand that. I never tried to kill myself, but I did forget my baby one time. I got the diaper. Oh, and you guys act like you guys are not some bad parents sometimes. Okay? I forgot the whole entire baby. She was in a car seat. She was safe. I was just driving down the street. That's all. She was good. But I forgot. I had a diaper bag and everything was ready to get her going, and got down the street and looked back and was like, oh, the baby's gone. Call my mom crying. I said, Mom, I'm a horrible parent. I just forgot my baby all of a sudden. My mom was like, oh, that's okay. I forgot you in a whole different city, so. Oh my God. There, the apple don't fall far from the tree, don't it? Speaking of apple not far from the tree, my mom, she had my back all the time. All the time. I called her one day, and I was like, Mom, I cannot find my phone anywhere. I've been looking all over this house and toward this house, but I cannot find my phone anywhere. My mom was like, okay, baby, well, I'm just gonna call you back so that way you can hear your phone ring and you know where it's at. I love you, Mom. I love you to death. She had my back, though. That's all that matters. She had my back. My dad, on the other hand, he's not talking to me, still hasn't talked to me. I think some of you guys heard the story before. He had called me a couple months ago and said, baby girl, you're my only daughter, and I would love to walk my daughter down the aisle. When am I ever gonna get that chance to do that? I said, well, Dad, you know what? My favorite aisle is the meat aisle, the candy aisle, and the cereal aisle. Whichever aisle you wanna walk down, I'm happy to go. He hung up on me. That's why he's not talking to me. He said, there's something wrong with you. So he hung up. I'm like, dang. I wanna go back to Washington killing themselves. If this is a dark humor, I'm sorry, but this is on my mind. For a while in Washington, I was up there, we had a lot of parents and spouses killing each other. Right, it was so sad. But here's the thing. My little mind was thinking, this woman was in a minivan with her 5 kids and drove her minivan off the cliff. He's down, he's like, dang, that's messed up. But wait a minute, you don't know what happened in that minivan. You don't know if little Susie was talking her little ear off. You don't know if Jimmy was throwing all the cereal on the floor. You don't know if little Bobby or whoever, Junior, was sitting there just screaming on top of his lungs. She's like, you know what? Everybody gotta die. And then drove off the cliff. I understand that. I've been there before. Now, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not gonna kill my kids, but I understand. That just like this man, he came home from work, killed his wife and his 2 kids, and then turned around and killed himself. Again, I understand. You don't know if that man came home and stepped up on a Lego, a Barbie doll, and his wife didn't have food, his food was in the microwave. You don't know what happened when that man came home and he said, you know what, everybody gotta die. I get it. I get it. There's been plenty of times I came home and be like, you know what? 15 years of vacation is not that bad. I don't have to hear no arguing, I don't have to hear questions, I don't have to hear, Mommy, I'm hungry. That sounds like a good vacation, 15 years. No, I'm not gonna do it. But I understand. I definitely get it. Definitely get it. 100%. Let me see, what else do I have for you guys? It's been a while. Oh, this COVID thing. So you guys are talking about COVID, and somebody else talking about the commercials. Every commercial that I've seen so far have been get vaccinated. You got COVID? Get vaccinated. Do you have herpes? Get vaccinated. Do you have shingles? Get vaccinated. Are you black? Get vaccinated. I feel like I'm a vaccinated junkie right now. Every time they said something on the commercial, I'd be like, I got it. Vaccinate me right now. Right now. So now I'm just sitting here like, I don't know what's going on. You know, I gotta take another pill for all the jitters and stuff, for all the vaccination I got. It's crazy. And now it's really crazy because I'm black and I gotta get vaccinated. It's crazy. It makes no sense. How you guys know how it is to be black in an all-white area? No? You know, ever experienced that? What? It's like,
I was a nurse in Arlington schools last year.
You're the only white person in Arlington schools last year?
George Washington Carver, I loved it.
It's interesting. It's very interesting to be the only minority at one time. Everybody look at you. I was the only black person in my class for my whole school year. Yeah, only me and one other black person a black girl graduated in my class at 2000.
Wow.
Which is interesting because I got a good education. I talk, what they say, I talk proper, and all that good stuff. What I don't like, I didn't like February being in school, and I didn't like the fact that we had to learn about slaves being in school. Here's why. Every single time they would talk about black people going through Jim Crow or slaves, they always looked at me and was like, well, how does that make you feel? And I used to get mad. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not there. I'm here with you guys.
Right.
How does that make you feel? And then I got kicked out.
What?
Yeah, because I said white people were mean. You guys put us as slaves. All the slave masters were white. I was like, man, white people are mean. Get out the class.
Oh my God.
I'm like, they didn't put the Asians in the camps and everything, and now I'm being like, okay, I love you guys, though. I love you guys. Love you guys a lot. I'm just saying that some of you guys
We
are
love
mean.
you.
That was not
Yeah.
fair.
It happens.
Maybe they were just training you for the real white world where black people don't have voices. And it sucks. Am I right?
Maybe.
Am I right?
They just kept asking me, though. They're just like, well, how does that make you feel? Like, I felt out in Dr. Phil for a while being in school.
But then if you don't want to say, then they kick you out.
And then they kicked me out.
Yeah.
I was like, well, white people are mean. They're like, oh, you asked me how I feel. That made any sense. Ma'am?
Sorry.
And then,
It's not right.
this is my last one before I go. So I just found out a couple things about myself working at a hotel. I found that I'm racist and that I am, I don't know what you call it, homophobic. Is that, I think that's not, yeah, something like that. So there's this thing in hotels called incidentals. You gotta pay them, no matter what. I had a black lady come up to me and she said, incidentals? I ain't never had to pay incidentals. I'm like, well, you have to pay it because every hotel offers it. She's like, you're just saying that because I'm black. You're right, ma'am. You are so right. I am racist. Very, very racist against black people. You gonna pay the incidentals? She said, well, you didn't let that, we didn't tell that white person to pay incidentals. I said, well, white people don't ask questions when they pay for things. They just pay it and go about their business. Like, I didn't have to even say anything. I was like, this is the money. Okay, swipe, and went on about the business. Then white people, they want to ask questions. Well, how much is taxes? How much is state taxes? How much is United States taxes? I'm like, golly, just don't come in here and pay for nothing. And then I had another lady come in, and same incidentals, and she said, oh, it's because I'm lesbian, isn't it? This is what got me. I didn't even know she was a lesbian. I thought it was a man the whole time. I was like, oh, you're a woman. That explains it all. It changes everything. It changes everything. I was so mad. And I even said that to her. I was like, you're a woman? She told my boss. Yeah, I got written up. You keep saying that. Oh, I didn't know. They need to start, like, anybody who's in the part of the LGBTQRST, whatever, no offense, but you guys gotta really, like, calm down. You don't always have to be politically correct all the time. Like, and let us know, wear a sign saying, I am whatever. I got another trouble because I called a transsexual a transformer. Which I didn't understand. Why am I getting in trouble because you're a transformer? You can't call them transformers. That's against the rules. There's rules to this? I mean, you went from one thing to another. You transformed into something, right? Isn't that what Transformers did? Did they transform a car into a robot?
More than meets the eye.
Right. Start calling them transrobotics or something. Don't make no sense. Like, you can't call them transformers. You transform your dick into a pussy. That's transformed. Don't make no sense. I got in trouble. Can't be calling that. I said I was gonna say it with my last joke, but this is another thing that's been on my mind. And I wanted to say this. You guys stop saying people sound white because I started Googling how to sound purple and blue because I was tired of getting caught saying I sounded white. I was like, man, I'm tired of being sound the color white. Like, I didn't know you could sound like a color. I was confused. I'm like, what? You can sound the color now? So I looked up blue, purple, and it's impossible to sound a color. So I'm just letting you guys know, I can't. Just don't say I sound white no more because I'm gonna Google how to sound a different color and it's not working. There's no Google information on that at all. And I didn't know you can act a certain color either. So I'm trying to act purple dotted pink. Still not working for me. Still working on that too as well. All right, you guys. My name is Armina D. Wall. I'm gonna let